because I'm a ghoul.
It's because I'm a good. But it's the way you said it's kind of in.
It is, and I don't like it.
I know, and I said, what do you mean? You said dewy skin. What the fuck is dewy skin?
Glow. Wet looking. The wetter the face, the better right now. I didn't make it up.
Can you say wet one more time?
Wet.
Deep.
The wet face.
Okay.
You know what that means. Is my mic too high?
What do you mean?
Where do you like it to fall in a visual? Like at your chin?
Mine was like, remember we wanted it to be...
You want your mouth to be seen, obviously.
How did I tell you that we wanted yours more of this way or flat?
Oh, I should make it flatter.
Is that what I said? What do you normally do? Whatever you normally
This.
did. Okay, so yeah, make it a little flatter then.
Okay, I'll tighten this string up.
Yeah. Tighten that. String it up.
Tighten up.
Rope bunny.
Oh, fudge.
Have you ever taken the BDSM test? Have I never made you take the BDSM test?
Oh my god, I don't know that that's
Oh my
for me.
god, I make all my friends do it.
I think I might not qualify.
What does that mean?
They'll say she's an automatic fail.
What? You
What
can't
is the
fail.
BDSM
It like
test?
tells you what you're
How
into.
rough you like it?
No, like all the different types. I'm gonna make Rachel take the BDSM test. If you haven't taken the BDSM test, and not that I like am promoting this test, or nor do I think
prepared.
nor do I think it's like super accurate. I just think it's so interesting to hear what people respond to and their results. It gives you like results of like there's many topics, right? There's like degradee, degrader, rope bunny. There's also like age play, pet play.
This is why I think they're going to fail me on the first question.
You can't fail.
They're failing me.
It's not.
They're going to say this bitch does not qualify.
Tell me you have fucking affirmation and perfection issues. I'm going to fail the test. That's just a personality test.
I don't think any of that applies to me.
None at all. You think there's not...
Rope? Something with a rope?
Yeah, well, it's just...
What was the first one? That really got me.
Degrady. That one's not for Rachel.
None of this shit is.
Okay, well, some of it might be.
Would you send this in a telegram? How did you send it?
No, I apparently I just tried. You're a bitch.
Email?
Did you send in a telegram?
Oh, it came through.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's called the original BDSM and kink test.
And kink.
Yeah,
now
actually,
kink I might qualify in. But I don't think my kinks are going to be very off the wall. But BDSM, I'm not going to say.
Okay, well, BDSM is like most kinks fall into the category of BDSM, do they not?
That's probably true.
Yeah. Because dominant, submission. What is M?
Masochism.
Masochist?
Yeah.
What's B? Bondage?
Bondage.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh,
See?
I kind of want to get started.
Oh, Rachel wants to take it right now.
How long
I
is
literally
it?
was like, let's take it. And she was like, no, let's not. This doesn't apply to me. I think I want to take it right now.
Well, I'm
This is
telling
what
you,
it's like.
I'm not saying, I don't know. I'll take it. We'll see.
Yeah.
But you're going on vacation. I'm going to have to sit with this by myself all week.
Yeah, I'll take it too. And you have to send me your results.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really interested. Actually, and honestly, if anybody here takes it, put up your results.
Yeah.
I just want to know. No one's going to fucking do that.
Please share your results.
No one's going to do it.
Yeah, they are.
If they put pet play, you think they're going to put it on here?
People might.
Hey, and if you do, bravo, I'm down.
This is a safe community, and I think people might start feeling like, you know what? They're coming out of the box. I'm going to come out of the box.
And I like that.
I do too.
You deserve to be out of the closet.
It's much better out here.
It's much better.
You can breathe.
The air is thinner.
Air quality is much better.
Yeah, much better. Okay, are we ready?
Wow, how do we shift from that?
From the BDSM. Tough. I wish I had a whip.
That
Imagine.
this is how you'll shift.
No, but wait. Imagine that our show starts by me just fucking taking a whip. Okay, imagine me with this. My cousin has one. I actually have a video.
Oh my God.
I have a video of me cracking a whip, like
The
a
Greeks crack the whip in their
which
spare
is,
time.
yeah, I honestly want to say it is bizarre, but then my whole entire family is out there. This has got to be. The neighbors have to think we're fucking insane. There's like 90 of us. We're out there. We're all trying to crack. I mean, it's long. It's long, and when you get it, it's like. I mean, it's horrifying. Like if you were, I mean, it would break your skin, no doubt. I mean, it would like cut you deep.
So this isn't like something you're using in the bedroom.
No, this is like a crack of a whip.
Where do you get one of those?
Yeah, I would
ones?
love to ask my cousin.
Probably
that.
like horse trainers. And
Actually,
stuff, right?
Yeah, when my cousin, and he knows who he is. When you watch this, because he will. When you watch this, let me know where you got that.
You know who you be.
Yeah. Honestly, and when I see him, I'm gonna do it again. I'll take a video, guys, for you guys, and I'll do it.
Oh, this is gonna be.
I'll have him send in a video.
Y'all are gonna look forward to this one.
Yeah, actually, maybe I'll input it here. The input here. Yeah, and like it's just a picture of my cousin just doing the whip.
Yet?
I do actually.
Good.
That's one I do have. I do have the skill to put an image in here.
Insert.
Yeah,
image.
I think I can manage it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
you're getting good.
I'm getting good.
You are.
It's going to get good. Get going.
So
that wasn't real words all in one.
Go ahead and get good. Get going.
Well, welcome back, guys.
Welcome
back. Welcome back to the Me Second Pod. I'm Quel.
I'm Rachel.
And apparently today we're just acting silly.
Every time we start a pod, we do a good 15 minutes of nothing.
I know. Rachel actually came up to me today. She goes, I think I want to talk about something really deep. And we probably still will.
We probably still will. And I'll just need a moment to get into it. But, you know, I was feeling all the feels today. And I thought, today's the day I could cry. I could shout. I could.
It's about fucking time these people see your fiery side.
Oh, I feel fiery hot today.
You do.
I do.
Man, and when the subject we were going to talk about was, which is, I mean, kind of like insignificance, really, is I don't know if you're going to get fiery at me about that, which is a little upsetting.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not, you're right. That's probably not a fiery topic.
Yeah, that's not a fiery topic.
I think I was a little afraid to go with a hard anger-inducing topic.
Why?
Because
we're doing therapy.
If I'm already in a mood,
it's the perfect time.
I don't know.
This is another thing. Why are people so scared to like play on to their feelings?
Well, I've never met anyone who loves my angry side.
Why? Don't you?
No.
Why?
It's the most, I think probably like, not my true self. I'm not saying that. Like, it's a part of my true self, but I think it's my most, what's the word? I'm just not proud of that layer of myself.
Yeah, but don't you act not yourself also when you're super sad? Like you're not in your right state of mind, that we always say, which is such a weird saying, but whatever.
Yeah, when I'm super sad, I don't think that's palatable either for people. It's more about like, it's not palatable.
So we should only get you when you're manageable.
People don't.
I don't want you when you're manageable.
You're not gonna.
I just told you I could crack a whip.
Well, I'll crack a whip metaphorically.
Yeah, I mean,
I can cut deep just like that whip.
I can cut deep
verbally with an eye. With my mom always told me, and I say this all the time. She always said, Rachel, you're going to get in trouble with your mouth one day. And I have quite a bit.
You said, bitch, I hope I do.
I was like, yeah, right, Mom. But you know she was right.
Not the yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, she was right.
But like, what does that mean? Get in trouble with who? You?
Everybody.
Who's everybody?
The world.
And what do they have to say about you?
Everybody's got lots to say.
But see, you don't even carry it because it doesn't matter. You don't remember.
Oh, I carry it. I'm like you. I carry it. You don't carry it, apparently.
You could not carry it.
At times I don't. You know, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
You know there are many times I don't carry it and I just set it down and I say, that's yours.
It is interesting how we choose. Mm-hmm. It is interesting how we choose. Yeah.
Well, I'm carrying it from people who matter to me or have mattered to me. And maybe I carried it more like when I was young. I would say my younger years, I carried a lot more. I've learned how to like set it down and not care so much. But yeah, I still to this day, these sides of me will come out that are probably authentic, but not the side of me that I love to let shine. Even though it's real and it's true, it's not my favorite side. Yeah.
I think I feel the total opposite. Like being angry and violent is so fulfilling to me. It is. It's so fulfilling to me in the ways that, like, when I can be angry and violent and truly just let out my feelings exactly the way I feel them, it is so fulfilling.
But do you think it's rational?
For what?
No, I'm just saying, like, you get it out. It's a release. Is that the sole purpose of it?
That's the purpose of all my emotions, I think.
To get it out?
To feel it.
To feel it. Yeah, you know what, actually, I mean, now that you're saying that, if I really dig deep.
Deep. Eventually by like podcast 150, there'll just be 150 of me just going deep.
Deep, deep, deep,
Deep, deep, deep. We'll make a song out of it.
Yeah.
Deep, 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 deep.
Put auto-tune to it.
Honestly, T-Pain.
But if I really actually allow myself to be true, I would say I actually feel good when I'm angry too.
I think everybody does. I think we all feel good when we're angry.
That's probably why we fight so much.
Yeah. We fight so... Oh, man. Are we going to do this podcast about violence?
Whatever we get into is
Whatever we get into is what we get into.
Where it goes is where it goes.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring this up. Okay,
I'm just dig right in there.
I'm going to dive us right into a little bit of violence.
All right.
Okay, actually, what I was thinking about was violence, not even violence, anger is so dampened in just our society in general. And I think it's only truly because we've seen so much of the repercussion of that in terms of war, death, like, right? Like in these things where I think if violence were regulated in a much, this is going to be hard. People are going to be like, this isn't safe. And
I don't know if I'm ready for it.
Okay. Yeah. But so
okay.
I think that violence has a place in this world. I think violence is a good thing.
Okay. Tell me more.
I think that we probably don't, withhold a lot of things that are inherently bad, right? Like, why would I have them then? If it has no place in this world, that's not true because it is a place in this world.
Okay.
Right?
I can get along with that.
Okay, cool. So that's where we start, right? Like, that's like the baseline of anger, violence, and those types of things. Like, there's a difference between, for me, violence.
For me.
And harm.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
I don't think that violence has to result in harm, and I don't think that harm is always violence.
Fair.
Okay. So it's super interesting to me that as are just mainly all cultures usually collaborate them in a way that you could not have one without the other.
Okay.
Right? Like when you hear the word violence, you automatically in your bones are like, no, bad. You know what I mean? Like like if I were saying,
true.
If I said to you, Rachel, you're being violent.
Yeah.
You would be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because that would be.
I'd be like, no, the fuck I'm not.
And hell yeah. And I'd be like, the whip. I don't know if I should be doing that anymore.
Cal's gonna.
I think we're done with the whip. We're done with the whip. We're done with the whip.
You're gonna.
I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah.
Really high.
Yeah.
In the whip
the
fetish.
whip. Oh, honestly, we already know.
We already know. Okay, wait.
I have my results already. I could tell you them.
This is true because I think I don't want to be correlated with violence.
Why?
Because of that. Because of how the definition has transmuted over time. I think that's mostly it. Now, like you're saying, if it always were normalized, maybe we wouldn't view it as so horrible. But you've said this before that like violence should be allowable or okay, but you're saying is in so much as it doesn't harm anyone, including yourself.
As long as it's consensual.
Oh, well, then that's what like something like BDSM or
no.
Why?
No, like regular violence.
Regular violence, like just two idiots out there on the sidewalk punching each other.
That's none of my fucking business.
No, I'm not saying it's our business.
But it's their business. It's not.
But how do we know
what's
they both
the harm
consented?
to me if those two motherfuckers go out back and beat the shit out of each other?
True, but how do we know that they consented to go beat the shit out of each other?
Well, we've never had that dynamic in our society. Like we've never built laws or.
Well, you've never sat in some of the family sessions that I sit in, and it is normalized in some families. they do beat the shit out of each other, and they like it. They do it. It's how we communicate.
Well,
just like we've talked about, our families were yellers and arguers, and it's just how we communicated. Doesn't mean we're violent or even sometimes really that mad at each other. It's just passion. It's a way of expressing.
No, my family's violent. Like the way that we speak is violent.
Like like the words that are said and
they're
things
loud,
exchanged.
they're aggressive, they are at you, they are blame. You know what I mean? Like but we don't take it as harm.
So how do we engage in that and not allow what's said or exchanged to be harmful in the effort of let's get it out, let's vent it, let's spew it, and then we walk away and we're cool? It's like in a relationship. We exchange these harsh words, sharp tongues with each other, cutting statements and loudness and yelling and screaming and maybe even hitting a wall or whatever we do. And then we want to turn the corner and we're okay.
Yeah, just like anything else. You know, like when you're sad, you sit with someone until they're done being sad.
But I think empathy walks in the room.
Okay.
And it stores some of that. Like
say that differently for me to understand better. I don't know.
I'm a very empathic person, so I internalize a lot, whether it's sadness, excitement, happy, or anger. So whatever might be exchanged, I can then take in and I feel it, and it's hard for me to just shift and move on from that without adding meaning to it or.
Do you really think that's true?
Yeah.
As a therapist?
Yeah.
Really?
And I think a lot of people do that.
Aren't you miserable then? Going home every day after empath of everyone?
Well, I've learned to not do that with my clients.
Well, that's what I mean. That's
like
what I was saying. I was like, can you do that?
Oh, yeah. Like with clients,
you can
I
shut
can
it
do
off.
that.
So you do have the ability.
Sure.
That's right.
But when it seems
I backed you into a wall on purpose.
Okay, well, thank you for walking me into that.
I'm so sorry. It was violent.
It happened again.
God damn it, Kel did it again.
Fuck you, Kel.
Yeah, God.
Since we're being violent.
See, is that a violent word? Because fucking isn't violent. Or maybe it is.
I feel much better in my life since I've been cursing so much.
I was coaching a class. I coach CrossFit still sometimes. I was coaching a class yesterday, and there was like two doctors, people in marketing for the Bengals in there, and we were all talking, and they were like listening to me talk, and I cuss a lot. I cuss all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And they were looking at me and kind of appalled, right? And I was like, oh, yeah, like I could never have a corporate job. I could have never had it. And the only job that I've had that was even like remotely corporate, on the very first interview, I was cussing and my boss said to me, I just love how honest you are. It's a breath of fresh air. And I was like, thanks, because I just want to let you know I'm not going to stop cussing.
It's here to stay.
It doesn't mean any difference.
Yeah.
I do my job really fucking well.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think too, if people know your heart or know, that's the hope, I think, is like, if you know somebody or understand them, maybe is the better word.
That's a good word, yeah.
If you understand someone, then you can know a little bit better what is meant by that behavior, or when it's serious or when it means something different.
Yeah, I think if you understand my mouth, you will probably understand me pretty well.
Sure. And I think that's why I take for granted, like, because I have a sharp tongue and I can cut deep, I think, with personal people. If I were to be angry with someone personal, it's a lot different than if I'm angry in session, or if something like someone sees my anger in a professional way.
Yeah.
Or a friend is a lot different than at home. So let's say at home I'm angry. I think that's my hope, is like, you just understand me enough to where we can shift and you don't take that personally from me, but I take it personally from you.
So what you're telling me is that your violence has a spectrum.
Yeah, I would say.
And you, in fact, do have control of it.
Well, I would guess so then.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Why are you scared of it? Like, why?
Because I think
because everyone's told you to be.
Well, control is a hard word to grapple with. It's like, we don't want to be too in control because we're not. And we don't want to not admit that we have control, because then that means we're accountable.
I love what you just said. Hey, I fucking agree with everything that just happened there. I mean, yeah, I think the problem is is that we haven't navigated anger and violence to know what the control would look like.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because when violence shows up right now, we say, what's the words? They're out of control. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. They're acting out of control. They're acting out of their mind. And it's like, no, I'm just really fucking angry.
Yeah.
And you don't like what's happening. But
see, that goes along with this new aged belief around emotion regulation, that people believe in order to be regulated, you don't have big emotions. And that's not true. You use your emotions fairly and appropriately is what that actually means to be regulated. It doesn't mean you're not loud or you're not graphic or you're not
I don't know if
aggressive.
Appropriate feels hard.
Well, appropriate given meaning,
mm-hmm.
That's,
do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I think that there are social cues, social boundaries, mm-hmm. so to say, mm-hmm. where in order for me to express to you my hurt and my upset doesn't mean I also have to simultaneously hurt you. So where it goes into the line of hurt, I would agree is dysregulated.
When violence becomes harm to anyone else but me, mm-hmm. then that is out of line.
Yeah.
Right? Because now I'm putting my emotions onto someone else, whether it's an action or not. So there is a way to have violence and anger that either can be consensual between two people or like I've had conversation. Actually, this is such a good conversation. God, I love this. And
okay.
I don't even know. Maybe we've talked about this before or maybe not because you were my therapist at the time of this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's dial back the hands of time.
Yeah. That is not what the sound would be for the hands of time. Just for every. Yeah. No. It'd be a crack whip.
We're losing it. Bring it back. Okay. This is going to be good.
Okay. So one of my friends, who's a therapist, was really angry at me, right? And as a person who comes from what everyone else would call an angry, communicating family, which is really loving to me.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's just no passive aggressiveness. Like, it's just so blunt. It's so honest.
It's safe. Yeah.
God, it feels so good to me. And when I get in other family groups, I'll get back to this conversation, I swear. But when I get in other family groups or people come into our family, they're just so lost or some people get scared. And I'm like, you're not going to be harmed. Mm-hmm. We're just loud and we're like, see, I want to resort to the word passionate instead of the word violent. But violent is loud. Violent is aggressive. Violent is not necessarily just harm.
But maybe passionate is the right word and we've labeled it violent.
And I'm not against that.
Okay.
But I'm against us being against the word violent.
Oh, I have a itch on my back and it's going to drive me
insane. Literally always have a back scratcher
Where's
here.
Your
and
whip? Whip me. Oh, it's going to kill me.
Every second you're making this worse. Between the whip me and the moans and yelling, it's getting worse and worse. She needs to take this BDSM test right now.
Right now. Oh, okay.
Okay. So
sorry, that was really serious, and I apologize.
No, I'm laughing. No, but that's what I'm saying. Violence has a place where it can be fun, and it has light to it, and it has like. Do I need to go get you the thing?
Okay. Just scratch it. Okay. Just scratch my back.
Where is it?
Up.
Yeah.
To the right. To the right.
Okay. Well, we have different rights right now.
In, up, right there. Down just a tad. Ooh!
Hey, guys.
Thank you. Oh, that feels so much better. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. This is what friendship is.
Yes. Because I don't know, this jacket's a little tight. I can't get my arm back there. Thank you, boo. Okay.
Not only are we violent, we're a wreck.
We're a mess.
And I love it. Honestly.
I love us.
Okay, getting back to the story. Okay, my friend who is a therapist, who is not inherently violent, very passionate, like a very passionate person, someone who will raise their voice with me, obviously, not in like setting, but I don't know. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, allows themselves to be themselves without needing to feel clinical all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But peaceful.
I think, yes, I think is an important, no one's ever made me feel more heard than her. You know what I mean? Like one of the most amazing people I love dearly to the death. And so when we had a disagreement, it was like lingering on us, right? Because I'm sure as for a therapist, wants to give me space to have my space and then needs her space to have her space. But we were playing around with this passiveness because we're not passive people.
Yeah, oh God.
But we were just like playing around with the fact that like all this like, you know, the way that everybody who's like trying to not be a red flag, honestly, it's kind of like the way society is treating it is like, no, you need to not act like this or do like this. And I literally just said to her, I said, we're going to sit down and you're going to fucking yell at me. And I was like, and you're going to yell every fucking thing you've wanted to say to me, whether it's true or not, you're going to get every fucking word out. And she was like, no. And I was like, yes. And she was like, I need to stop saying like, that's going to annoy the shit out of me. Anyways. And so when we did do this, when she finally agreed to it, and I told her I would sit face to face, allow you to scream your head off at me and not hold it against you.
Yeah.
Because I have the ability to say, I know you, I love you, you won't harm me, you won't do these things. So if you just need to release this, fucking do it because I can take it. And she did. And it was awesome.
Wow, I love that.
And it was awesome. And she even told me after, she was like, you know, like nobody's just like done that. She's also an only child, so like she just didn't have a lot of like fighting.
Yes, a lot of people have like these conflict avoidance mechanisms in them because they have seen a lot of fighting and arguing and turmoil that they didn't consent to.
Yes.
At a young age, or didn't have the development to tell them what that meant.
Yes.
Or that this is violent looking and sounding, but it doesn't mean that it's harmful. They don't have that mechanism as a young child. I just sat with a family and we talked about this.
Wow.
And it's funny because what you do with your friend, I encourage people every day to do in therapy. It's going to be messy here. You're going to have to say it unscripted here.
Do you encourage people to come in and yell at you?
At me?
I don't know. Yell out loud?
Yell, but maybe sometimes at each other, like in couples therapy or family therapy. I don't encourage it. It's not like I'm like, yeah, get her.
He pulls out the whip.
Pull out the whip. But I am saying, like, we have to be a little bit more tolerant to hearing the things the other person's saying so that they can tell you what that means for them. That's probably why I'm saying previously in this conversation that we can internalize shit that we don't understand. We make sense of it the way we make sense of it, not the way it's meant.
And you can externalize it in a safe presence.
And instead, this is an example of how you externalize it. You put it out there with permission, with knowing ahead of time, that's what we're going to do. That's the whole intention. So that we're not just yelling back and forth.
Exactly. Because it says, I trust you enough to lose your motherfucking mind.
Lose it.
And not hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I trust you.
This might be a new like couples and family skill. We need to patent.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? And it was really healing for me, and it was really healing for her. And I think, as a person who just has thick skin in general, you know what I mean? Like and she does too, where we could just sit and say, "I love you. This is gonna be okay." Fucking lose it.
Yeah, just lose it. And I'm here, and I want you to know that like it's okay.
But the important thing is as like the recipient, you need to mean it when you say, I'm not going to hold it against you. And you need to motherfucking mean it.
Yeah.
Right?
But also, don't you think it's easier to not hold it against you when I know in that reference that she's just pouring her heart out?
Basically,
like
upset
it's like
about how much she
journal.
loves me. Yeah. Exactly.
How can you be mad at someone when it's their innermost feeling?
Right. And whether if everything or nothing she had said was true or untrue, the fact that she loved me remained. You know what I mean? And when you give someone space to like step outside of themselves and say, not all of your life has to be in control around me, and I'm still going to love you this much. You can lose your motherfucking mind, and I'm still going to love you through it. I think feels like more love to me than it does for someone who's never yelled at me.
Yeah, because it's honest.
Yeah, and she's my person. Like, I would have taken her to death. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. She can yell at my fucking grave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this changes, though. Like, when you say, I'm a violent person, and I support and encourage violence, you're right. Like, I don't think people get a valid understanding of what that means until you put it in these terms.
Yeah.
To me, it means I'm raw. I value being raw, laid out, unapologetic, unfiltered.
Unashamedly.
Unashamedly.
Just fucking
expressive.
Lay it out. Yeah. Every single ounce of who you are. Put it right here and I'll hold it for you.
So what's a boundary with that? Is there one? Like, what's the line?
Yeah, I think, well, so that's consensual, right? Like, that's two people sitting down. It was timed. It was consensual. It didn't have a time limit, but it was until you're done. And that was what I said, right? So, like, that was fine with me. That was what I had put up for. But for anyone else, I would do the same thing. But if it were, maybe you can have your boundaries of that, saying, like, you've got 5 minutes to lose your fucking mind right here. And I can take that for 5 minutes. And then you're going to let me go for 5 minutes. And none of this can make sense, right? Like, whatever you say, you could make up lies about me for the entire 5 minutes. And we're both going to walk out of here fucking holding hands and whistling.
But do you think that that's reality for some people?
I think if they practice, just like anything else, like, I have to control my sadness in places. I have to control my excitement in places. I have to control my irrationality in a lot of places, which I don't know if I really believe in that word, but you know what I mean? It's just like, in a lot of those, what you would call appropriate, right? Saying what's appropriate for you, what's appropriate for me, and how can we blend these? And how can you give me room to fuck it up?
So, like, taking your example with your friend, was there nothing exchanged in that time where she shared something that was out of anger or hurt or whatnot that didn't sit well with you?
Sure. Absolutely.
But your role was to say, it's
my
okay.
role wasn't to defend myself.
It's to listen to her honesty.
But I mean, like, so, like, let's say even if I didn't agree, or let's say if even it was a whatever, we'll say it was a lie, right? If she's yelling at me, the whole purpose of this was to say, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to harbor everything that you're giving me. And then when you're done, I'm going to release it. It has no meaning on me other than what you needed was to let it go. And I'd rather you do this right here, right now, than hold it out for a year. Because that's going to do us way more harm than you yelling at me for an hour.
Yeah, and that's where the passive aggressive comes, or the avoidance comes, or the, you know, the traits that really people don't love about themselves. Yeah. Because it's a coping mechanism to get through it.
Yes.
You develop these bad habits. Do you think that's why some siblings, or I just picture grown men like in mom and dad's backyard throwing it down?
Grown men have,
fighting.
Not even grown men, a lot of men have figured out a lot of boundaries with violence. Tons of them. They're so good. They're so good at a lot of it. So good at it. In the Marine Corps, we would just be like, take it to the back line, which meant go behind the trucks, go fight it out and bring it back. Whatever happens, happens. And they would come back. And then that was that.
Do you think it makes men less angry, less violent? Like, what is it helping in the long run?
Well, I think there's certain levels to this, and I think everybody's going to be probably a bit different. Like, I am probably more physically violent than I am verbally violent, right? Like, and most people like, a lot of my family would probably be like verbally violent, right? You know what I mean? Like, we're just yellers. We're yellers. And so when that happens, it's not that we're not communicating. We're literally communicating the way we communicate. And it hasn't resulted in bad things. My whole family, we're going on family vacation today, all of us. You know what I mean? And is there going to be yelling sometime this week? For sure. Is there going to be a blow up? For sure. But we know that it's not going to be held to you because we love you.
Yeah.
That we know that you have space to fuck this up and be mean to me or harmful to me, even the smallest bits. And I'm going to walk out of here right by your side.
Well, I think, and we're going to get to family and parenting and all kinds of topics later, but I think that's where the term blood is thicker than water comes from. I don't love that term. I'm not saying that we get down with that premise.
Whether you choose the blood or not. Yeah.
Right. But where that maybe applies is that because family is used to going balls to the walls with each other like that, and then we forgive so easily, we get right back on board with loving and caring about each other most of the time, or a lot of the times, because we can say and do all of that, and it doesn't compromise our love and commitment to each other.
Yes, doesn't compromise that at all. And I think what you were saying, where you're like, how do I know these boundaries? Well, as the person who's like doing the yelling or doing, you know, whatever the violent looks like, you also have to remember that that recipient is a person and that they have room. Like, you give them a little bit of room to fuck it up too, because you trust them. Like, no matter who fucks us up a little bit, we're going to make it through that. And that's going to be okay.
Well, I agree with that. I think this whole, like, people think that they can't fuck up is the reason they withhold their violence.
I know. Which is so interesting to me.
Which gets back to what kind of we were going to talk about today is like, why are we like filtering that when it really doesn't matter? Like, do you think it's going to change your outcome somewhere along the line? But I think it does in relationships. People keep these tally marks, or they say one more shot and you're out, one more chance and you're done. And it's kind of like, but who gets to determine that?
You want to know what's probably the most violent thing in the world that we just decide when to call it violent or not? Is death. There's peaceful death and there's violent death. But death is the thing we're scared of the most. And why is that not violent all the time?
Oh, death is violent.
Is it?
I think it is.
But what if you just die in your sleep?
I still think it's violent.
To who?
I just think the act of the body ending is its own form of violence. It's real. It's raw. It's exposed. There's nothing that, like, it's not pretty. It has its own sounds. It has its own process. It's a complete release.
I'm thinking. I'm just going to speak out loud of what I'm thinking. So when you were saying that it's violent, it's a release, and it's all these things, and it has its noises. Well, when I'm dying, those are the noises of me, not death. You know what I mean? Like, death isn't doing anything. Oh. Death isn't a thing.
Oh.
That's just me submitting to no more.
So you think death is actually peace?
I don't know what death is, but I would love to. I am obsessed with death. I love death so much in the terms of like the thought and trying to really comprehend what the way that we, I don't want to say like the way we experience it, because nobody's ever experienced death. Even if you've died and came back, you didn't experience death. You know what I mean? I think death is really beautiful. I think death is the most significant act of our lifetime that we put on, because no, I don't celebrate my birth. I'm not really there for that, right? Like I'm there for that, but I'm not really there for that. I'm most present for my death than I am my birth, right? So I put much more value on my death than I do my birth. And I think that we honestly, as a species, not even just like our society, but as a species, has avoided talking about it and being about it in so many ways that all we see it as is violent. When, like, let's say, and I'm going to give you like just the most easy example, the Kentucky Derby. Okay. I know you were not expecting us to go there,
okay.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this can be compared to these things, right?
Okay.
Like the Kentucky Derby, a horse has ran its
follow along.
A horse has ran its whole life, the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Right. It has trained, done everything. And then when it decides to retire from the Derby, we're not sad for it. We're happy that it retires. We're happy that it's done doing the work that, you know, like that happens, and they deserve the rest or the enough. Like, sometimes this is where I'm getting with it is we don't know what enough is. And so when you've had enough life we still don't want to comprehend that, and we get scared of death because we don't know what enough life is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. We're posing more questions, which is awesome. I think that's our favorite thing to do. But yeah. I agree with that. I want to go back shortly.
Please do.
So
I just went so far. I was actually thinking something completely different. I still went with that. But whatever. That's where we are. That's who I am.
We just be thinking.
Yeah, I just be thinking and speaking.
Talking. Okay. You said earlier that violence is a lot more like passion. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if that applies here, that like violence may not be the right term that I want to use for death, but
you could use passion.
Passion. Yeah.
Passion is forgiveness, is also letting go, is submission.
Release. Yeah.
It's release, which is also violence. Submission. You're submitting to your violence, what we would say, even though that's not true. Like, you are the violence. And so when you have this passion, you expel it. It's widely felt. And I think that's why we're scared of it. And I think that's why we also call death violent, because it's widely felt.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily mean that death is violent because, it's so hard. And
no, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But like birth is violent too.
God, birth, to me, birth is 50,000 times more violent than death is.
It's not.
Oh my God. I think we just went from 1 to 2.
I think it's the same.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people die, and I've seen quite a few people born.
Yeah, but it's not contingent.
No,
but birth
I get
is.
That. What do you mean?
I have to have 2 people to do this. Someone's got to carry me to the end of this. And so that puts another person in harm.
Sure. I get what you're saying with that.
Yeah.
I just meant the actual act of being born.
Have you ever seen birth?
Vaginal birth?
Yeah. Have you ever seen it? Up close and personal? And you still don't feel like it's
violent?
Not
all the way in person, because I had to leave the room. But yes, I've watched videos of birth. I wanted to be a gynecologist for a long time.
Listen, my last girlfriend was an OB. And as an OB and someone who was dating an OB, it's
just what the body does to allow for it too.
1,000. I have never considered so much.
But the same is true with death. The things the body allows for to allow death to happen more gracefully and more appropriately is amazing. And that's why you're saying we don't remember it, because our body prepares us for it.
Our body is it.
Our body is it. The process of death is our body.
The process of death is what my body decides.
Yeah.
My body accepts death. Mm-hmm. It chooses death.
You think it chooses death?
It absolutely has to choose death. It might fight to the very end, but when it's done, it says enough.
It knows what to do. Yeah. It knows when it can and can't. Yeah, that's very good.
Because my body knows when enough is enough.
Holy shit.
Don't you love it when I bring it back around?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, and the topic of enough, God, we could go on for days.
I love the topic of enough. Please do.
We've got a lot of topics.
I know. We honestly started this podcast.
So many pots on the stove are boiling.
This is so funny because when we started this podcast, we literally sat here. I don't know. How long have we been sitting here? We were like, what are we going to fucking talk about today?
An hour? I don't know.
We're in this weird time of we're like, do we keep talking about these super deep things or keep this super light and fun, because we love doing both. But I love this mix. Like, I love when we do this in the terms of like, what did we start out talking about? Violence. And then we got to death. And we also talked about a whip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love
BDSM next time.
BDSM test. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think there's just, God, it's just, there's so much to talk about. It's so interesting.
But that's how life really is, though. It's constantly shifting. You have to be kind of on your toes to adjust and shift. And that's kind of what we do here. But I think some of our best thoughts and insights come on the fly. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I wanted today, was just to like,
just want to be here and just what we do normally is when we sit here. We literally were talking about this conversation and we started talking about it. I said, nope, we have to save it for the podcast because we sit here and talk. We'll just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want to know something else when you were talking about this that I wanted to bring up was when we were talking about the violence and like how the boundaries of it and how this works. I think another piece of this is that when we really consider our own violence, we separate our body from our mind, and we decide that my body will be out of control if I let my mind be out of control. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay. So when someone says, you're out of your mind, what does that mean?
That's where you don't love the word, but I think out of our mind is when we're not rational. We're not consciously thinking. Well, it's coming from somewhere else.
If I'm doing and I'm saying, I'm thinking.
Yes, it's all happening within your body and your mind, but our mind has several layers.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean one's better than the other. It doesn't make it out of my mind.
No, no one says that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So when I say this, but when people are saying like they're acting out of their mind, what they're saying is like they're acting on intuition. They're acting exactly how they feel and they're not processing and thinking that. Well, my body's doing that. My brain is actually doing that. My body's not going to do anything my brain doesn't tell to. You know what I mean? So it's so interesting to me when we talk about violence, we separate our rationality, our logic from the violence, when I very much think that they are paired together and utilized. And I mean, you can't do it without the other.
I think sometimes
you can't do anything without the other.
Violence is not rational. It's happening from the same person with the same brain, but I think it's a different
What do you
layer.
mean by rational?
Meaning
it's not what they feel?
Sometimes people can't recall.
Okay.
They are they're not in their conscious mind.
Yeah, I've been there.
They're dissociated, having a violent act or behavior, whether that's verbal or physical or both at the same time. But I think that is what I mean by rational is conscious, I think. People say a lot of irrational things, and I think that comes from the subconscious or sometimes the unconscious. Mm-hmm. And things can provoke that.
Okay.
But like you were giving your example with your friend, I think she was rational.
Totally.
While she was sharing her anger and her violence with you.
Even though if some of the things she said was irrational, is she still being rational?
Yeah, because I think she was given the moment to say that I can let those be.
So is it just where I get confused with it is like, is it just when it's consensual, that's when it's rational?
No.
Well, if the things that anybody says that this is happening, it's irrational, then it's not okay, right?
I think irrational just equals it's not truly what I feel or believe, but my brain is thinking it. It doesn't mean that it's accurate to what I actually think.
Okay. And when does that pair with violence that we are so scared of? And how come when someone's sad and they say irrational things, it's whatever?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or in grief.
I think people pair violence with erratic, like something we can't anticipate. I think the same could be true with sadness. We know people who are in a lot of despair. There could be a lot of irrationale that could be risky. Or
I've done way more harm in sadness than I have in anger.
Yeah.
Way more harm.
And I think a lot of people have.
Yeah, and which is why it amazes me why we're so scared of violence.
Also, I think it's a lot more private, usually, sadness.
I think violence is too.
Violence in sadness are often, yeah.
Well, we literally, why can I not think of the word? Suppress it. Yeah, we suppress it so deeply that when it does come out, then it is harmful. You know what I mean? So I just really wonder what our world would be like if we had more violence. More consensual.
Yeah, I can get down with the consensual violence. And again, it's not the term.
I can get down with some consensual violence.
It's not the word. I just don't love the word violent. But
why?
I don't think it's the right term. I think that's what people have coined it for some. We'd have to go back in time.
So you think violence is harm?
Yeah. Maybe I think that's more appropriate for things that are actually harm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think anger is a more appropriate term for that than violence. I don't think it's synonymous, personally.
I don't think anger and violence are synonymous. Yeah, I agree with that.
I would say violence, the what makes it stand out is that it is harmful.
But we use it for all things. Like when a loud crack of lightning happens, like that was a violent crack of lightning.
Yeah, like as in an adjective.
Yeah.
But sometimes a crack of lightning is dangerous and it's harmful.
Well, my emotions aren't a noun. Sorry.
Semantics, folks.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, so here we can differentiate the lightning like we can our feelings. Some lightning is harmful. It kills people, actually. So just because we see it and we say, ooh, that lightning is violent, that's not what makes it violent. What makes it violent is that it harms someone.
Not the loudness. Or the abruptness. Or the light.
Okay, well, I guess startling.
Like that's when it kind of becomes
because it startles
the violence.
you.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it's like all these senses all at once, out of control, whatever.
Yeah, like okay, yeah.
Do you know
like
what I'm saying?
It jolts you. It
I
gets
just think,
you disturbed.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to slowly unravel violence for you.
Yeah,
That I
that's fair.
don't want you to feel like
That's
violence
fair.
is bad. I don't really know if there's a bad word.
See, I don't know if it's my religious trauma.
It probably is.
We can bring
Chalk it up.
We can bring everything back to religion.
Chalk it up to
and
religious trauma.
But yeah, as angry of a person as I am
Not violent.
I'm a peaceful person. I don't really believe in war.
Me either.
I do believe in fighting. I think that that's healthy. Conflict is healthy, but I don't believe in,
I think fighting is conversation.
Yeah.
As long as it's not harmful, right? Like as long as I'm not physically harmful
Yeah,
to
and
you.
I think fighting is conflict.
Yeah, it's
And
conflict.
conflict,
And resolution.
some people would say conflict is violence.
Sure.
I don't.
I'm cool with it.
I'm like, hell
Because
yeah.
I'm not scared of violence. I'm like cool with it. If conflict is
Okay,
violence.
I'm having a hard time with this.
Yeah, I know. But it's because you've been literally trained to think
Yeah,
that
you're
violence
right.
is bad.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And I want to say you're wrong, but
I know. And if I use the word rage, you would feel the same way.
oh, I got the rage.
Oh, now she's got fucking rage.
I got the rage. I do.
You've got the rage.
I do.
No, I know. I've got the rage also. It lives inside of me. I bet actually, I wonder if this is true. And maybe people can go, actually, I know this is true. Because the way that we are defensive online now is because I think everyone is so internally fucking angry that to be externally violent online with no harm
It's a safe space for them.
because they know it's not going to result in physical harm. And if you just can't take that, then you're a pussy.
Well, that's why.
Like that's what they'll say. You know what I mean?
That's why I think people love getting away with, picking on people online and commenting shit that really doesn't matter. Like, what do you care if Susie's baking a bread and you don't like the way it looks? I don't know. People comment.
Susie's sourdough is good.
Yeah. But people comment stupid shit on everything. Everybody's got something to say because I think you're right. They're not saying what they actually need to say when they need to say.
Yeah. Just say you're insecure. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, we could have a lifelong topic about insecurity.
And you're allowed to be insecure.
You are. It's
God.
okay, babe.
It's okay if you feel I have insecurities.
Me too.
Like tons of them. You know what I mean? Like I've got the thickest motherfucking skin, but I still have my own insecurities. But you know where they come from? Me.
Yeah. Yes, it's all me.
It's all me.
All my insecurities are me. It ain't you. You
No.
didn't do it to me. It's me.
And you can't make them worse or better.
Yeah.
Only I can.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where I just don't know why we're so violent online, which we really are. You know what I mean? In so many ways where, man, it's crazy how when we opened up a portal of unlimited communication, we chose this.
Because we're not talking to each other.
Because maybe we're not violent to each other.
We don't know how to talk to each other.
I think that a lot of formalities, a lot of manners, submission, religion, things like this have taught people what appropriation is. And there is no real appropriation Appropriation is you fucking walking this earth or getting around this earth however you do and living here and being here and acting the way you want to and deciding how you want humanity to look like with you in it.
Yeah, and I think we operate in absolutes. So let's say someone gets angry.
Oh my God, I agree.
Let's say you're my partner.
Let's fucking go, Rachel.
Let's say you're my partner or my family member. And
Okay.
I yell at you and I say obscenities and I get it all out. I lash. You, not you.
I got to lift my mic up because I'm getting so prepared.
Okay, lift it up.
Yeah, go on.
You, but not you.
Yeah.
Take that to be, okay, Rachel is angry at me and that's all Rachel feels for me. Instead of, how about Rachel feels multiple things and in this moment about this thing, Rachel feels anger towards me.
What about Rachel loves me so much that it's this severe to her?
Which I think that is my MO with my anger and my violence, is that I care so fucking much that it makes me rage. That's where my rage is.
Yeah.
Because I care so much about it, I'm willing to fight to the end for it.
To the death.
I'm not fighting with just Joe Blow in the street.
No.
He is not getting my breath.
If I'm sitting around and I'm having this conversation, it's because I fucking want to be here.
I care and I'm showing up and I want to be here and duke it out with you.
Yeah. And like, if I have that argument with you, it's because either A, you've struck something that I deeply love, or B, I love you this much that it matters to me that I cannot, what we would call, control my emotions, or I let my emotions flood me so much because you have that impact on me. And that is trust. If I let you have that impact on me, I gave it to you.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Yeah. If you come to me and if you have that much influence on me, I fucking gave you that influence. These floodgates aren't just open.
That's incredible.
But that's the way people act online. And it's really sad because we literally had this conversation today. I was talking to Rachel. I said, Rachel, if ever this podcast blows up, we both have to be prepared for the fact that people are going to be fucking mean. They're going to be mean. We're two queer people. I'm trans. You know what I mean? Like, we have so much just to lay out on the table. It says, take your fucking pick, dog.
And we let them in to do it, which I think is what you were getting at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We let them in. But you want to know why? Is because we know that we are in control of our influence.
Yeah, and we can handle it.
And we can fucking handle it. I can fucking handle it. You know what I mean? People are going to come on here and do this. And you're going to watch and you're going to get so angry at me because I am not going to give a fuck.
Also, the influence I have on you has more to do with you than it does me.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. Because they let you. And we don't want to take account of that accountability. So we get mad at each other for saying, you're displaying this, so people are going to think this. Well, no, you could have a fucking critical thought for yourself and think that that's not that, and this is satire, or this is, sensitive on purpose, or maybe like to hopeful that you learn something from this, or maybe this is something you just need to fucking avoid. Like, you should have the critical skills to say, I don't need this in my life, and I don't need to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because it isn't my life. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, if people display trans people badly, that's not my life.
Right.
That's not me.
Yeah.
Cool. You want to fucking write non-binary people in books and do all this? This is a big thing about sensitivity readers with authors. I just had this conversation, and I'm sure this will get me canceled 100% in the book world.
Let it.
Thank God we're not big enough yet for that to happen yet. At least my book can come out. Is that you're supposed to have sensitivity readers, right? Meaning, they'll
gauging for who it's gonna hurt.
They're gonna go through for cultural appropriation or any type of appropriation, right? You know what I mean? Like, whether your gender, your sex, your culture, anything, and they're gonna monitor what you say if that is going to hurt them. Bitch, it should hurt. Whatever I say, whether it's right or wrong, it should hurt. If you decide to take it like that, that's because you chose that. Right? I didn't do that. I didn't say, I'm going to put this in here because that should hurt them.
Also, that's the palatability. That's us again, being palatable
Yeah.
to protect someone else from feeling something they need to feel. We have
You make my
stripped
legs
away
shake.
all of our feelings.
Oh my
People
God.
don't know how to tolerate their feelings because we protect them from everything.
Yes.
We're going backwards.
God, we're so protective. We're so protective of our feelings.
We have worked so fucking hard through generations and generations of doing it wrong to get to the point where we can talk about our fucking feelings. And now you want to tell us to not have those feelings?
We literally made therapists. You know what I mean? Like we are in like such a need for therapists because we can't explain our feelings everywhere else. We have all the avenues to do it, but anywhere you go, you're going to be scrutinized.
We're creating robots is what we're doing.
I don't know if we're creating robots, but we're definitely trying to become one brain.
Yeah. Yeah. So along the lines of what you were saying about passion and love.
Wow, way to bring it back.
I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back. I have a thought and I'm going to lose it if I don't say
I'm
it.
so thankful you're here because my ADHD, I'm gone, right?
One thing I'll
and
always
like
do.
right back to that, what we were doing. What we were doing.
always do is remember where we are.
Yeah, not me, geez.
Okay. Would you say that violence is love?
Yes.
So excited.
Violence.
Yes.
Violence is love.
Violence is love.
Because if you can get it out of me, that means I'm the level of passionate that the same my love is.
So I was okay, and I'm sure similarly, violence is hate too. But we've stuck with
So is my
violence
love.
is hate.
My love is hate. They literally, what do we do with everything in the ways that if you want to sit and love somebody, it says I have to take the ways I hate you too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not all of one thing.
It's nuance. That's where two things happen at once. I
Oh my
can
God.
love you and I can hate you.
This is literally that's the first thing you brought. That's the first thing Rachel brought up when she walked in today. She goes, what if we do something about like how two things can be true at once? Well, everything is true.
Yeah. Okay. So we could just toss it all out. It all means the same.
Yes.
It's all the same.
The way you love me is the way that you also oppress me. You could be holding me from the world. You could be sheltering me, which is oppressive for the ways that I should experience it on my own. The ways that we parent.
You guys.
You know what I mean? There's just so much that, and this is why I love language so much. But we do, and that's why I beat on you so much about it, about the violence and about why and about this, is because it doesn't matter. It's not the word. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not the word violence. There's nothing that falls underneath the category of violence. Violence is a bunch of letters put together, and we made these actions and these emotions and said, that's violence. That's not violence. That can look like love. That can look like hate. That can look like protection. Because when someone's violent, when they're protecting, what do we call that? Love.
Right.
There's space for violence in this world. I mean, there is space because it happens.
Well, I think there's space for anything. Anything can be harmful. Love can be harmful.
Deeply.
Deeply
And
harmful.
honestly, probably more deeply than what we would consider violence because we think that you're in your conscious state of mind with love.
Actually, you think we're Delulu?
Well, I think we're Delulu all the time. I
think I am. The longer I'm on this
Oh my
fucking
God, Rachel.
marble, I think I'm fucking Delulu.
Rachel.
Kel's working on.
Rachel, I forgot to tell you something that happened to me over the weekend, and I've been waiting to speak about it.
Oh my God, it's been how long?
Oh my God, I forgot. I've seen you for so long. I was even
Okay.
going to tell you off the podcast because it was so exciting. Okay, the other day, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Hard shift, everyone.
Yeah, this
buckle
is
in.
actually about the last one when we were talking about magic. Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sitting in this chair. You guys can't see this. I'm sitting in this chair. To get into my home, you have to go through a fence, okay? My best friend Taylor was coming over, okay? And I'm sitting here with my other friend, Sam. And I look at Sam and I say, Sam, did Taylor just walk by? And she was like, you can hear the fence when it opens. And I didn't hear the fence, but I swore I saw Taylor. And she goes, no, she didn't walk by. And I was like, dude, I swear to God, Taylor just walked by with a red short sleeve shirt and fucking black shorts on. 10 minutes later, Taylor comes through that motherfucking door wearing a short sleeve red shirt and black shorts. Exactly how I fucking saw her.
And you wouldn't have been able to see her shorts from where you're sitting.
Nope.
You can't even hardly see her whole head.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
I mean, whether put this to my schizophrenia or my fucking delusion or my whatever.
That's psychic.
Which is all the things. My brain literally, I swear to God, it was mine. Me and Sam looked at each other and we were like, what? It was wild.
Wow, that's impressive.
It was wild. That was my magic for I mean, unbelievable.
That's like when I knew my teacher was pregnant.
That's just
You saw Sam or you saw Taylor and she wasn't even here.
Yeah, that's just like when I thought my teacher was pregnant and she was. Exactly, Rachel, just like that.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
I know. Wasn't that fucking good?
You're getting
my magic's getting
more.
good. I know. I'm still practicing my magic.
So I think what really, like, you have to open the door to your magic by affirming your delulu, your psychic.
You have to be not afraid of it.
You have to be not afraid of that.
Which is looking like what society tells you is not.
To be.
Yeah.
So this kind of gets to my conspiracy theory.
Okay. Yeah.
What was that?
I was saying violence. We oppress our violence. Or suppress our violence.
Well, I think a lot of it is suppressed, and I'm thinking that tracks with my conspiracy theory, which is that
you love a conspiracy.
I do, not like in the way that like some people are conspiracy theorists.
I think you just like love the drama of it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's like your trash TV.
Dramatic.
It's your reality trash TV.
It is, but like,
it's your reality trash theories.
My thought is that somewhere long ago, there was a discovery that we all have some ability, and somebody's trying to tamp that down for their own agenda. I don't know who somebody is or what the agenda is, but like, what if we all were capable of these abilities?
We could have evolved out of it.
Okay, so what if that means we have a choice?
Oh, you think we still have the choice for it?
Maybe, like, I don't want to be here. It's kind of like, I don't want to go to that restaurant tonight. I want to go stay home and write. I don't know.
I'm fucking here for it. I have a choice. I'm choosing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So most things in our world, we don't get a choice on. We are forced to this direction, this path, this channel, in this box, on this timeline, sign here.
We're not forced to do any of that.
Give away your blood.
We're not forced to do that.
Because we think that we have to. We think that's the only way, is my point.
I know.
So the only way to force us is to convince us that's it.
Yeah, convince us that we don't have it.
That we don't have the other.
Convince us that we can't.
Right.
That's just like you know what I mean? Until Jesse Owens ran the 4-minute mile.
So I think in the fever dream, when whoever created the Bible, they actually knew this. And instead of telling us all that we've got this ability, they created our religious trauma to say, no, this is how you live. This is how you act. This is what you do if you want to get to the other side.
Oh my God. What if we had like the Men in Black and it just like made us forget everything?
I saved a story. Oh my gosh. That's funny that you say that.
I love when Rachel gets like this. She goes,
this lady I got to read it to you. I can get to it quick. I promise.
Rachel has this thing that a few of my friends have that is horrifying to me. That whenever even good things happen, you guys go, oh, it makes me fucking jump out of my skin.
It's the passion.
I'm like, what's wrong?
It's the violence.
Yeah. Okay. French teen woman woke up from a 3-week coma, believing she raised children for 7 years in an alternate life and now needs therapy to deal with the grief. I just got chills. I love that. See, like, and people are going to read that and be like,
what if she fucking did though?
But what if she did? That's where we fall short. Is because now, even more so, because we do have technology, we resort everything. We don't trust anything. We don't trust a goddamn thing. You'll look at a picture and be like, AI. Because instead of you saying that we could do this, that is a possibility, when we can't comprehend, we say AI. Because we don't want to consider that we have more capability than we do.
Yeah.
And so for that to be true, I'm fucking here for it.
Like, could you imagine?
Yeah, one of actually the most like famous astrophysicist just came out and was talking about how I love dark matter, right? Like I think dark matter is so interesting. It's just like it's kind of like a void, right? It like whatever. He was talking about how there's a possibility of what our dark matter is actually leaking from a different dimension. So like from our dimension to another is basically like the way gravity moves is like leaking. Like gravity leaks into the atmosphere. That dark matter is leaking into our universe. I know.
I don't understand it.
Or cosmos or whatever. Yeah.
I don't understand void.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand it either, obviously. But because I am something.
And if it's void, how can it leak?
Well, dark matter isn't necessarily void itself. We don't have the comprehension to know exactly what it is. It's not necessarily like a substance. Like we can't.
Okay.
We don't know, right? Dark matter is just very.
Nothing can live in it.
Well, yeah. There's exoplanets that live in dark matter, like skeleton planets.
Oh.
Oh, oh my God. There are so many planets that you have no idea exist because they are dark. They live in the dark. They're called exoplanets, skeleton planets, dead stars. Oh my God, there's so many. We'll become one. You actually, and we knew that this was true because blind spots. Because like, when you block the sun, the next thing in view comes in view. So like if I go like this to the sun, my hand is in view.
Yeah.
Well, if an exoplanet becomes in front of the sun and blocks the sun, I can see the exoplanet.
It's in view. But we don't know how close it is.
Well,
is that what you're saying?
No, but we just didn't even know it existed.
Oh.
How would we have known?
Because it didn't come into view.
Because it never came into view. It didn't have light. It didn't have existence to us until you put light on it and you say, oh, actually, there's something out there doing, I don't know, nothing, something.
Also, the way you've explained time to me, which is just fucking mind-blowing, it could have just now been coming around to be in view.
I'm not
right
against
here,
that.
right now. Because you said if whatever something could see us, they see us in medieval time.
Oh, yeah, you really, this one fucked you up. Yeah.
I
the way that, like, if you're looking from a certain level into space, because the way space and time works is that it stretches and expands and changes, and it actually has, it slows down, or it works differently, right? So, yeah, if you're looking from a distance away, they would see Earth in any of its forms, dependent on where you are. So, like, yeah, they could be looking at us and we would still be in medieval times. We could still be the pillars. We could still be, forming. We could still be just water. We could still be a lot of things. The way that we're looking at other things, same thing. Yeah, there's a lot to that. I could talk a whole episode about that.
And I just feel like because time exists so long, I cannot believe that when we die from here and we depart this earth, that is it. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, it's me trying to get my I'm collecting my whole body to try to like get what I want to say together, and I don't know how to tell you. I'm like, wait, if I put everything in close, okay, so what I was thinking about was
I can't.
I would be a fucking miserable. I'm going to be a miserable professor because I'm going to be like, okay, everybody, just
let me talk.
Yeah, everyone, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, I've got one fucking issue, and that's going to lead to 5,000 more.
Oh, they're going to go to the dean and be like, I think we need to like get Quel out.
Yeah, seriously, which is fine. Or else I'm gonna have like the most famous class where people are like, we never learn anything, but it is so fascinating.
It's booked.
Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking about when you just said that to me. I was thinking, you said it's. What was the word? I can't believe that.
I cannot believe that when we die and depart this earth, that nothing exists beyond here.
Because time has existed so long.
Just the way time doesn't make fucking sense.
Well, in certain parts of time, you will never die. Right? Like if you're far enough back.
Alive.
Well, if you're far enough back looking in, Those medieval people are still alive here. To someone else.
But that's not us.
Okay, fast forward and do it again. And now it's us.
Right. So you're thinking we live in different time.
Well, there's lines of, yeah. So I think that
But see,
what I'm saying
have
is
said that though. Like these, I know movies are movies, but I think they're created by some potential real belief or reality. People do kind of feel like I've met you before. I've seen you before. It's like I've known you from another lifetime. We say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if that's real?
It's absolutely real.
Oh, so you're saying you do think it's real?
Oh my God. Rach, I'm deeply in agreement.
Oh, I thought you were collecting yourself to tell me
no. I'm trying to tell you that you do exist. So let's say let's say you go to even a distance where they see yesterday and you died today. You're still here.
I'm back there.
You're back there. Well, you're here. You're just back there to them. Right. And so, okay. So this was the other thing was we only know time as existing with no death. So why would we have death?
Wait. Okay. Say it again.
If time doesn't die, we can't go to a space where time has died. We don't know that exists.
Where time has never been a thing. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Correct. So what's to say that we don't? What's to say that we never die?
Yeah. This body, like you said, death is my body's. It's not me. Mm-hmm. Is that what you mean?
Well, I mean,
this vessel is timed out.
My conscious will make, some part of me will make the choice of to release, right? I don't know vessel wise. I don't know substance wise. I don't know matter wise, but I do know that time has always been here and it has not gone away.
Yeah. Cause I'm almost wondering now, like if that's why my conscience or my spirit tells me it's been enough. Now is enough. Mm-hmm. And I let go and I leave this vessel, but I have to go somewhere.
Sure.
I'm going to the next place, to that vessel. And that vessel could be a fucking bird or a rock or
maybe you're right here in this room right now.
Or I'm just here.
Yeah. Maybe future you is looking at you right now in this room.
Which is why I believe, like, I have never felt my mom leave me since she has died. And a psychic told me that. Your mom is right there with you. And usually spirits, I cannot... Like, it's hard to get to people. Your mom is sitting right with you.
And you want to know why? It's because she knew your mouth would get you in trouble.
She said, you're bad, girl.
She said, oh, God damn it. Now Rachel has a podcast. Now she's going to broadcast that fucking loud ass mouth.
She said, I'm here to wait for that BDSM special, and I'm going to lock it down.
She's literally sitting in that chair. She's like, oh, God.
Not my child.
Yeah.
She's rolling her eyes just like me.
She's the one who's fucked up all this stuff instead of me.
She said, blip.
She said, yeah, I don't know what happened.
We're not putting that out. Cancel.
Exactly.
She was present in my day earlier when a rock hit my window and I couldn't get out the door on time and I dropped my coffee.
Literally.
It's her. She's just blip, 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 blipping things.
And maybe her is you.
Ooh, that almost made me cry.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like what is also to say that you stay all in one? If we disperse into the earth, our body, what's to say that our soul doesn't also disperse with each other? Do you know what I mean? And what's to say all of you stayed here? Sorry.
Like on earth or like spiritually?
Both. You know what I mean? At some point, sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. It's to me, it's peaceful. To me, that's really peaceful.
I agree. I think that's why.
Yeah.
It elicits a lot of emotion because to me, that's like ultimate.
Yes.
All this shit isn't worth it because that's what's worth it. Mm-hmm. We don't know what any of this shit means. Mm-hmm. We're just doing it.
We're just fucking doing it.
Which is where I wanted to start today. Which is like, what is the purpose of any of it? There is none.
Yeah. There is none. Which is scary for a lot of people.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I want to know
freedom.
that there's no... Yes, it's
freedom to me.
I want to know that and believe it and like tuck into it.
Oh, it warms my fucking heart that I have zero significance.
Yeah.
Because it allows me space to fuck up.
Yeah.
It allows me space to influence. It allows me space to say I could be everything and nothing. And I also don't have to be all things right here. Right? Like, who's to say that me right here saw Taylor walk by? Maybe someone, so, you know, like, it's weird to me to think I grow and shrink and nothing else in me grows and shrinks or disperses or stays, you know, like whether it's my soul or my consciousness or any of my matter. Like, why does it always have to be together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of spiritual speakers or psychics or mediums or whatever will tell you that, like, we are actually abundance, which to me would be infinites.
She used my word.
The tears.
Yeah.
Loose.
Literally. That is exactly where I was going without saying it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm there with you.
That's what I mean. Like, we all have a piece of our infinity within us. And I think whether it's a piece or 1,000 pieces or billions of pieces, we're all sharing it. Mm-hmm. Right?
So then that gets back to, too, why we don't need to be so offended by this thought of violence, because if we are all one, then we can, if I'm pure in my heart and my passion, even though it looks to you like violence, mm-hmm. it's not, because you're me and I am you, mm-hmm. and we are love.
And we're scared to take accountability for each other.
Yeah. Oh, no, you take accountability for it. That's yours.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, shit.
Because that's when we say, you know, well, that's why I was growing up, nurture versus nature. Well, are those not always the same, or are they always different? Or are you not only always nature, which is just exactly what you are?
What
and
maybe, you should be.
Maybe you don't need a nurturing excuse to be what nature intended you to be.
Well, that gets back to, I think people think they have more control over some of this that's occurring.
Yeah. And you know, not all lives are dealt to you the same, mm-hmm. right? And not everybody has the same amount of control in their life. I agree. You know, like, some people have some really horrendous things happen to them, or were grown into really horrendous situations. And that is, I think, an accumulation of us not realizing the power we have, the control we have, the influence of ourselves that we have, and how much we can utilize each other and connect with each other and actually experience this world in so many different ways than what we're doing right now, which is just constantly trying to make a value and significance of it. And we fight each other.
Yeah.
I want this land. I want this money. I want this territory. I want us to do this. If you shoot at me, then I have to be prepared to shoot back. Well, it's like, well, we're all fucking scared of death, so why are we out delivering it? Mm-hmm. What about the life you've been given? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's...
But that's the fragility, I think. The fear of what we don't know means I have to fight to live, mm-hmm. or for it to matter. But if we all realized it doesn't matter, then you just get to live.
Yeah. You're fighting to live and dying right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And every second of you dying is you fighting to live, mm-hmm. until you don't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So really, dying and fighting to live are the same.
Yeah.
Right? Because we don't own death. We become death.
Right.
Right.
Ooh.
Do you know what I say when I say that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think people really, they fear a lot when I talk about death in these ways, and talk about, people just get really scared. And I completely understand.
I understand it, but I think, and maybe it's not fair for me to say this, but I think you experience enough death and you stop fearing it because it is more normalized to you. But some people experience a lot of death and still have a lot of fear of it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think.
And the craziest part is you never experienced it. You just witnessed it.
Sure.
But but do you see what I'm saying?
Good point.
Like, still, even just being a witness without the experience, I've come more accustomed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never experienced it.
Well,
except we're dying.
Every single person I've lost to death has been different.
Sure.
No one will be the same.
Nope.
And no one that I know is judged for what they look like, how they went, what the experience was. Was it pretty? Was it ugly? Was it whatever? People put a lot of energy into this fear of, well, I just want to die in my sleep, or I just want to go this way, or I just don't want this to happen. You don't know. Mm-hmm. You aren't going to know. Even the most catastrophic of deaths, you aren't going to know.
Yeah.
So I don't have fear of it because my body is going to knock me out before I even know what's happening.
For sure.
And I'm like at peace with that.
My body knows me best.
Knows me best.
And so when my body says,
I trust you.
I say that too. Mm-hmm. You know, like we say that together. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's one of those. And when people say, like, I would never wish death upon somebody, well, good, because you can't.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with you. Bill.
So say whatever the fuck you want, because you can't wish death upon anybody. And you actually never deliver death. Mm-hmm. Right? Like nobody can ever, no one can ever deliver someone else death. Right? Your body.
The body does it.
The body does it.
Yeah.
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 I can bring you closer to dying.
That might actually help people with their hang-ups on things like suicide or, you know, choice to depart. Those kinds of things are hard for some people to wrap their minds around.
You got to stop saying depart because you don't believe that.
Well, that's true.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Earth.
This was not the time to say that.
But yeah.
That's my autism. I'll put my hood up. And I'll sit in my basket.
Get your legs underneath.
Yeah. Tuck me underneath.
Yeah, but I think it's like, what was I saying?
Yeah, I fucked that up. You said, but when people, it comforts them with suicide and when people decide to depart.
Yeah, I think people struggle with someone's choice to die, essentially, or choice to take their life.
Yeah.
And maybe that would give them comfort. Is
we
like,
struggle with no more life of them.
Their body decides that it happens and it is what it is.
Yeah. We really struggle that we don't have the life of them left, right? Mm-hmm. And it's almost peaceful to know that they chose the death.
Yeah, you know, I think I have personal experience with this, and did I ever think that I would? No. But I have always said, prior to knowing that experience of someone dying that way, I always believe in someone's choice. I truly do.
And you want to know what? There's nothing I respect you more for than that.
Yeah. But now being on the flip side, even in my anger and my hurt and my pain about it, I can still say that like it has nothing to do with anything here.
Nothing.
Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with with you or that person. It has everything to do with their experience of what made sense to them.
100%.
And like with what you've just said about irrational and rational, we can debate all day if someone's rational or irrational. Does that really matter? It's done.
Yeah. And the matter of the fact is I have to trust them. Because that is the only information I know, and that's the only information I'll get. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like no matter whether it's death or violence, like what I can only trust is that you were acting in your right mind because I can't decide for you.
Yeah.
And I can't decide what's right for you or your body.
Right.
The same way I can't decide with abortion and all these things. So the best thing I can do is I can give you range, is I can give you choice. And I say, you can choose and you can change. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think it's a lack of. I think this is where I fall with irrationality. It falls with it's saying that you don't trust me with me, and I don't like that because I trust if me decides to act this way, I trusted that. You know what I mean? I chose the way I was acting. I chose I was doing, and if we want to put, that I wasn't taking all things in consideration. I wasn't out of my mind. I just chose not to take those in consideration.
I think there would be debate in the psychological world, though, that there was choice in that moment. I get tangibly there is.
And I'm going very... Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think that...
But that's the way I live my life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is hard for me. And I understand. Psychologically, I would get... You know what I mean? Like with subconscious and I'm sure there's tests to show that, maybe not all things were firing at this moment, but my body decided it didn't need to.
Well, and if I recount sometimes when I've been irrational, like even let's say, for example, being in an argument, being violent, I can be irrational with my tongue. I can say things that I don't quite fully mean.
Okay.
but I was aware that I was saying them.
Sure. And what I meant was what you got from it. Not the exact words.
That I'm angry.
That I'm fucking angry.
That I'm angry. It's not the thing that I meant.
Right.
It's that I'm angry.
So if you're going to sit here and hang up on the nuance of all that I was doing when I was angry, rather than saying, you're angry, what can I do? Mm. Aside from what you're doing, aside from what you're saying to me, what can I do for you?
Okay, myself included, I'm giving us all homework.
I was just thinking the other day that we should do an in-person podcast, like work, like, okay, everyone take 5 minutes, write this down.
Oh, like little,
and like, even though we won't hear them, I want them to
pause or
or we'll stay here for 5 fucking minutes. People, I agree.
You will wait while we do ours,
but I'm waiting for you.
Yeah.
I want to give you, like, I think there's something about people not wanting to wait that is so sad, because that's saying, nope, don't do that with my time. Well, no, you should sit with your time.
Yeah, because I don't know what it means to you that you need it.
Yeah, and bitch, sit with my time.
Yeah, well, this is my time, and I'm taking it back for the homework.
And it's yours. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sorry. All right. Yeah.
But I think our homework should be, fuck, now I don't know what it was.
God, I'm the worst.
What was I saying?
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, I'll get it.
Okay.
We need to challenge ourselves in those dynamics.
Do you see that says time up there? Stop. It says this time.
Oh, wow.
That's the song that's playing random. I have no clue what that song is.
And I was going to be really freaked out.
No. Oh.
Do you see that Taylor's here?
Yeah. Do you see Taylor up there with the short sleeve red shirt and black shorts on the ceiling?
No, but what you were just saying, God, if I could dial the hands back on situations where I could respond better that way. Mm-hmm. In the moment, we handle things horribly, and then later we're like, but actually my heart feels what you're just saying. We have to do better in those dynamics of allowing a person to feel what they feel, no matter how irrational, no matter how unhinged, or how much it's hitting something in us, to separate and not have to get involved with it. Yeah. Let it be theirs.
Newsflash, nothing about you is absolute. Everything about you can change. So give yourself the room.
Yeah, like try.
Yeah.
Try to do it.
And when you look
myself
back,
included.
When you look back at those moments, forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Fucking forgive yourself and move on. Have that violent conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
You need to have a violent conversation with yourself. It is so important for me to sit down and say, fuck, that is not who I wanted to be. But that is who I was, and I have to give myself room to change.
But maybe that's where a lot of our emotion does come from in conflict or situations with people where we want to make it about what they did to hurt us. So that's why I need time, and that's why I need to think about it. But really, am I just upset with what I did? Mm-hmm. That I didn't give you the space to be what you were in? I had to make it about me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or, and yes, and when you analyze these things, it's saying, okay, when this is happening, am I making this about me? Am I in survival? Those are two different things, right? Mm-hmm. Like, am I making it about me, or am I in survival? And when you're in survival, you're making it about you, which you should, because if you feel like you need to go to survival mode, fucking go to survival mode. You know what I mean? Which is, make it about me and say, what do I need? Whenever shit like this comes up, I encourage everybody. Remember when we were talking about my last one? When I was like, what emotion do you need from me? Because I'm doing what I need for me right now.
Yeah, and that is why I said what I said.
Right.
Which was, most of us don't have that mechanism, Kel. Most of us cannot sit there and be like, okay, this is what I need. Okay, I've got it. Now, what do you need?
Yeah.
What can I give you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. That quickness. Yeah. That's pretty quick turnaround. And when something's going on interpersonally, when you're having a spat or you're having a thing, we don't think that quickly to be aware of that.
You want to know why? Because you guys don't use your time. Use it. Wait. Tell yourself to fucking wait. Sit.
Like, shut up.
Shut up. Or just wait to respond.
Yeah, that's
Don't let it hit you.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here doing this with you, because I don't wait. I'm ready.
Because
I'm ready to tell you about yourself.
But remember how you were like, yeah, we'll just move it forward. Because we know that people don't want to wait. Wait.
I don't think people want to wait for me.
But they do.
But they don't.
I do.
You do.
And you want me to. So I will.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't affect what I want for me. That's the fence you would hear.
I thought it was Taylor. Oh,
No.
my God.
Oh, my
I'm
God. If
not
that were
kidding.
Taylor in a red shirt. Listen, we'll bring Taylor on. She'll be wearing a red shirt, short sleeves,
It was
and
some
black
other
shorts.
person with red hair.
Yeah,
actually.
Taylor's our tech, honestly. The way we say tech, it's just
Woo.
Taylor usually.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, but
But you're right. You would have heard that.
yeah, exactly. Do you see how aggressive that is?
Yeah.
But I saw, oh my God.
That was
crazy.
violent.
But do you know what I'm saying when I say that about time? And this is kind of goes back to when I said, like, if you're not going to use your time, can I have it? Like, if you're going to waste it and not use it for, like, internalizing, seeing the world for what it is, seeing people for who they are, for what they are.
Yeah,
which is
what they are,
fucking
not who they are.
humans.
Yeah.
Because who they are changes. But what you are stays.
That's what I was trying to say before. Like, I think when people act a certain way, then we label them as that's who they are. That's not fair.
It's not fair.
That's what they're doing in this moment. And that's going to shift.
If you took us both 6 months ago, we aren't who we are.
No.
Right?
No.
God, we were stressed out. I mean, fucking lose. We were out of our minds, right? Out of our minds. But that's exactly what I'm saying. When we hold on to this absolute so deeply, and when you guys see something on Instagram and you're like, this hurts, I need to say something. Hold on. Does this have fucking anything to do with me?
Right. What might be hurting for you might not even be the thing that it's about.
No, you're hurting you.
You're hurting you, so you need to pause and have that hurt separately.
Yeah, and why am I hurting? Why does this fucking annoy me?
Why does this annoy me? Why does this hurt me? You're right. And that leads me to thinking we need to care less.
Yeah.
I care way too much about too many things.
Yeah.
They matter way too much to me.
Yeah. I would argue that when someone's like on Instagram, like let's say someone's on Instagram and they write something about, I don't know, someone's hairstyle, okay? What about me needed to take that action? And is that not violent?
Yeah, I would say yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like violence comes in such little ways. And when we act this way, it's saying shut down. Like I'm trying to shut down everyone around here. Like you're just trying to tell everyone what's wrong. You're trying to tell everyone what they're doing is hurtful. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Is everything hurtful? Yes. Okay, so move on. It's not that big of a deal. When you see shit on Instagram or you see shit on TikTok, it's not your job. You don't have a job. The only thing you need to do is sit here.
Just look and take in and move forward.
And decide for yourself.
And I think the same is true to the people responding to the violence.
Yes.
Don't respond to it. Keep scrolling.
Or make a fucking comedy bit out of it. Seriously.
Or say, are you okay? Do you need anything?
Yes.
Sorry to hear you're having a bad day.
Yes. Give me the address of your mom. Let me send this to her. Maybe she'll tell me what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. I think it's, I really want, even when I do things, like I plan to eventually do my own podcast with just like philosophy stuff and talking. And I record a lot of the things I do with my theories. But when I think in my recordings, I let that bitch run. Because if you're listening, whatever, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, I want you to wait. Because I waited. And I want you to take that time and give me that time that I gave myself to experience. Right? And I think that we think that time should be in these certain ways, and we think that you should have it immediately. So like, I don't immediately think, oh, what do they need? I immediately think to myself, hold on. Okay. Is this about me? What is this? What's going on here? Right?
Yeah. And we do
And
know.
can it wait?
We do know scientifically through research that it really only takes 5 seconds for us to slow ourselves down and reset. Thought stopping. I mean, there's a skill for that. But we don't challenge ourselves enough, I don't think, to just take a deep breath and ask ourselves, like, what's going on here?
Remove yourself.
Does it need my response? Or does that person actually need something?
Yeah.
And maybe that's what's more important. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah. I think something else that I really love to do, and maybe this is helpful for some people, and some people will be like, I can't do that, is if I were sitting in that chair watching us and whatever just happened, the way I responded, if I were watching it in person and someone else did it, would I be ashamed of that? Would I be excited about that? Would I feel like that was the correct response for that person or for myself? Like, did I not show up for myself enough? Did I not show up for you enough? Like, remove yourself and say, okay, sitting over there looking at us, which you can kind of picture, right? Like, you can kind of picture us sitting here.
Yeah.
And if you're sitting
That's
here.
what I do as a therapist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when people are sitting there, I'm like, okay, just hold on. When you two people are having this conversation, and let's say it starts to get heated, when you're sitting over there, if you were a therapist, what would you say to these people? Mm-hmm. What would you say to yourself? Mm-hmm. If you could go back in the time, what would you say to yourself in those times? Right?
Right. Well, it's much easier too, because you're zoomed out. You're disconnected from it. You're detached from it.
Don't make it at you, right? Mm-hmm. Make it a scene.
Mm-hmm. This was like therapy.
Well, good. I'm glad. This was like therapy to me. Every time this is like therapy to me. Not in the ways that, like our normal therapy.
Well, sure. But I
honestly,
think
our normal therapy was so different.
Oh, very different.
But honestly, towards the end, we started doing a lot of philosophy stuff because when I started getting more into it, you were like, okay, yeah.
Let's keep talking.
We did. We talked a lot about like existence because I'm big on existence.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's a good place. Like therapy is where a lot of people bring their existential thoughts and like the things we can't really fully know but are worth talking about. But I think the reason it feels like therapy is because the more you talk, the more clarity you get. It's clarity. It's understanding. It's evolution. And if you hold all that in, you only have one perspective. You only have your own self to bounce things off of. Yep. And sometimes I think it needs to be out in the ether. You've said that.
Yeah, in the ether. Yeah. I feel like more people need to experience themselves. I feel like we don't experience ourselves enough. I think when that third person is for me, like if I were to experience myself in the world, I really try to, give that same image that I see myself as, that I like myself as. And sometimes that aren't the same as my reaction. And I have to differentiate those things. It's not me playing an image. It's me saying, I need to evolve. And what is that going to take to get from here to here? And that doesn't make it any less genuine. Like you said in that last one, right? It just makes me in evolution.
Yes. And people are afraid, though, that they have to say, wait, I got it wrong. Or not wrong. I know something now different. And I want to try that or do that.
Not until I had that experience did I know this.
Did I know this?
And can I give you this now?
That's why I don't like failure. Yeah. I don't like the word failure. To me, it's never a failure.
It's absolute. And that is just...
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is sad.
And violent. Seriously. Failure is a violent thing. It's meaning that I gave harm to someone else due to my failing.
Yeah, it's something I did or didn't do.
Yeah, that's not failure.
Yeah. No.
That's not failure. No, that's the experience you had. That was what you had.
We should write a dictionary on all the words we need to get rid of and what we would call them instead.
Yeah, we would come back with one. And it would probably be like, and. I'm big on words. I love and. Yeah. And. I'll end it with our thing that we talked about. Or remember that I read?
Yeah, absolutely.
So in my book, it was so weird that Rachel brought this to me because
Crazy.
She was literally like, what if we talk about kind of like insignificance and significance in the way that we struggle with this? And I was like, Rachel, this is so...
I just wrote about that.
I was like, I literally just yesterday, one of my characters is very philosophy driven. And for me, that's... I mean, I live my life like that, right? Like I live my life just really honing in that I have no actual like significance, and that doesn't scare me the way it scares other people. And I know that it does.
Yeah,
even my siblings feel different. Yeah,
that scares me
because it almost makes you feel insane, right?
Yeah.
And so I had written this down about this chasm that kind of has like this void in it. And okay, let's see here. Here it is. It says, those who truly choose the in-between, no glory, no justice, but to live by essence, not by proof of existence. Maybe that's the fear, to witness the horrors of insignificance, as if so-called heaven and hell didn't let you in, because who are you if you're not worth reward nor consequence? Where do you belong? In a space where reward and consequence can equate to the same thing, which is forgotten. We're scared to be forgotten.
Yeah.
It's really scared. And I say at the very end, it's an embodiment of the profound silence from the or in the saying to be or not to be. We're so scared to be in the middle. And I think that there's so much space in the middle.
Yeah.
There's no expectation in the middle. You know? And I don't know. I find a lot of passion and love and freedom in that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time there, and I want that.
I think it's acceptance too.
For sure.
What you don't know, what you can't know, what you can't make sense of. People want absolute black and white so that they have an answer.
Yeah. Acceptance of the unknowing is much more safe.
Yeah.
And knowing that you can know. Mm-hmm. There's no preparation. Baby, you're here. You're doing it. Every second you're passing by, you're losing your chances. Don't prep. You're doing it.
Wouldn't you rather have acceptance of not knowing than to choose wrong, to get it wrong?
I'd rather choose. Right? I'd rather just always have the choice, which is the acceptance of choice.
So choose to
just
not
choose.
know.
Yeah. So just choose to not know and move the fuck on.
Right.
It's not
and
that
let
serious.
it happen. Let it happen. Let it be. Let it work out. Let it move. Let it fail. Let it shift. Let it die. Let it grow.
And then respond.
And then respond.
Yeah. Give yourself time to fucking respond. I really encourage everybody in really heightened situations, no matter if it's like you see a car wreck or something serious is happening or your partner's yelling at you or you want to yell at your partner, take a minute, a full 60 seconds, unless someone's life is in danger, obviously. Sure. But you know what I'm saying? Like to process exactly what's happening and ask yourself so many questions. Where are we? What are we doing? What are we feeling? Why is this happening? Is this about me? What do they need? Do they need it from me? Do I need something from me first? You know, like if they want that, I can see that they need this from me, but I can't give it to them till I do this for me. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, the grave mistake is in responding too quickly.
Too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use your time. Use it. It's yours.
Otherwise, you gotta owe it to Quel.
Yeah. Or you fucking owe me your time money. Yeah.
Next time, are we doing the BDSM?
Okay. Yes. Actually, everyone, I'll put the link here. I have no idea if this is going to work. This is not going to work. I'm serious.
It's here.
Link. I'll put it here on the ass. Yes. Okay. The
not
BDSM
to,
link.
Not to take a serious matter to an unserious one, but that was a really great
I'm glad. I loved that.
I loved that.
Yeah.
And so I can't wait to watch it back, which I always love watching these back 4 or 5 times. But
yeah,
man, there was some powerful stuff.
Man,
in there.
I'm really excited to hear. I want to hear more, and maybe we can do this off podcast or on podcast. I want to hear more about how you give space for conflict in therapy.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure they want to hear that. So we'll do that.
We might talk about that.
Yeah.
I'd like to discuss more of like what that looks like in therapy, because I think people are curious. They only know their experience or they've never been to therapy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think not a lot of therapists might allow for conflict.
Yeah.
You know, I sat with a family yesterday and there was a good 5 minutes of them going back and forth. I meet with couples all the time that have conflict in session. And I say you're going to have conflict out of session. Mm-hmm. Conflict is real and it exists and we need to have it, but we need to do it effectively.
Yeah.
And I will be the first to say in my own personal private life, I struggle to do it effectively too.
Yeah.
That's a lot of what I just shared here today.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the knowledge and learning with you. But yeah, I think we should talk about that.
Yeah. We didn't teach you how to navigate violence and we didn't teach you how to navigate temporary hate. So, and those all exist in these places.
Right. And that's not what we're speaking on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's health. That's health.
Thanks for opening my mind to violence. I might be more violent.
Yeah, exactly. The whip's coming back.
I'll have to see what my kink is.
Oh, I'm excited to see what your kink is.
Ooh.
What if she comes back and it is...
I'm a leather babe. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know. There's lots. I'll tell you what I'm not, is pet play.
Like where you all dress up as something?
No. Like
what's pet play mean?
We're not here to yuck anyone's yum, but like... It's yucky to me.
But yes, we are.
It's yucky to me.
Yeah.
And that's okay if it's yummy to you.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't affect me.
Right.
Doesn't influence me.
Right.
Okay. I'm spitting. All right. So it's basically like if your partner, you made them drink out of a bowl or walk on their hands and knees. And that was illicit sexual response in you. Yeah. Things like that. Or degradation. For I'm actually kind of worried now that I'm going to do it too. We'll do it and we'll post them and put them next to each other. So when they're watching this, they can see the results. You got to see the results.
Okay.
It's like
I have to see the results first. I have to see the results first to know if I'm going to post it.
Yeah. I actually had a sex therapist ask me to do this. And it was so interesting. Oh, she's amazing. It was so interesting. And it's not even because she really like believed in all this was right. There's a lot of weird questions and they kind of, you know, it's a test. Yeah. And so she was like, but it does open doors to questions. Okay. And that's cool.
I'm here for it. So are we talking about sex next time?
I guess we're fucking talking about
sex.
Let's
talk about sex, baby.
Let's talk about you and me. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, isn't it so good for millennials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
Sorry, Gen Z, if you don't know that song, look it up. I'll put it here. No, I won't. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.